Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. The NFL landscape is always shifting, and right now, there's a rumor that could shake up the NFC West in a big way. Word is that the Seattle Seahawks are in discussions to acquire L'Jarius Sneed, the talented cornerback from the Tennessee Titans. And if this trade goes through, it could be a game-changer for the Seahawks, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So let's break down what's happening, why it makes so much sense, and what it could mean for Seattle's prospects this season and beyond. First, you have to understand the context. The Seahawks are sitting at a solid 4-2 record, and they're showing real grit and determination under Geno Smith's leadership. The offense has been efficient, but it's the secondary that has seen some turbulence lately. With Woolen, their star corner, sidelined due to a concussion, the secondary has been tested more than ever. That's where Sneed comes in, an experienced, versatile cornerback who can immediately stabilize that unit. Sneed isn't just any corner. He's a player with a proven track record, having played in 2 Super Bowls and ranking among ESPN's top 40 players for 2025. He's a pressman specialist, known for his physicality and ability to lock down elite receivers. His career stats speak volumes: 10 interceptions, 42 pass deflections, and a top-tier coverage grade of 87, 4 from PFF. When you watch him play, it's clear he's a corner who can press up on receivers, disrupt routes, and make game-changing plays. In 2025, Sneed has continued to impress. He's accumulated 3 interceptions, 15 pass deflections, and maintained a coverage grade of 88.9. His allowed completion percentage is just over 52%, which is excellent in today's NFL. His metrics show a player who's not only physical but also smart, allowing a QB rating of just 72. 8 when targeted, yards per target at a low 6.6, and an EPA per target of -0.32. That's elite-level stuff. And let's not forget, he's a player who plays over 298 snaps in press coverage, top 15 among cornerbacks, and has made 45 tackles so far this season. Of course, no player is without his bumps and bruises. Sneed suffered a knee injury in Week 4, missing 1 game, but he's since been back on the field, demonstrating resilience. His physical style and 4.45 speed make him a perfect fit for the Seahawks' aggressive defense. Imagine him lining up across from Kupp, one of the best receivers in the league, and shutting him down, or at least making life difficult for him. That's the kind of impact Sneed can bring to Seattle's secondary. Now, why would the Titans consider trading him? Well, the Titans are in a bit of a tough spot. They're currently 1-5, and their roster is struggling, especially along the offensive line, which is allowing an average of 3.6 sacks per game. They also just extended Will Levis with a $32 million hit, signaling they're looking to build around him in the future. But the overall vibe around Tennessee is that they're in seller mode. They're accumulating draft picks and freeing up cap space, around $12 million, so they can rebuild more effectively. It's a smart move from their perspective, even if it stings to see a player like Sneed potentially leave the team. For the Seahawks, this trade could be a major boost. Adding Sneed would give them a lockdown corner to complement Woolen once he returns. His ability to cover top receivers, like Kupp, would elevate the entire secondary, which has been somewhat inconsistent at times. The projection is that Sneed could add around 5 interceptions this season and boost Geno Smith's efficiency by roughly 17%. His presence would also reduce the completion percentage allowed by as much as 50%, making it harder for opponents to complete passes against Seattle. And with Seattle's defensive scheme, having a player who can disrupt routes and force turnovers is invaluable, especially as they push for playoff positioning and a deep run in the postseason. Statistically, Sneed's addition could translate into a significant improvement. He's expected to bring around +1. 8 pass deflections per game and help Seattle's defense allow, on average, just 17 points per game, ranking among the best in the league. His playmaking ability is comparable to some of the best shutdown corners in the league, like Aqib Talib, who is known for his physicality and ability to shut down top receivers. Sneed's physicality, combined with his speed and football IQ, makes him a perfect fit for the Seahawks' aggressive, ball-hawking style of defense. And what about the playoff implications? Well, with Snead in the fold, the Seahawks' odds of winning the Super Bowl could see a substantial jump. From current odds of +7-0, there's a real chance they could move closer to +2-0 if he consistently performs at a high level. His presence on the field, especially in press coverage, could turn the tide in close playoff games, making Seattle a more formidable opponent. His ability to generate turnovers and shut down plays would be a huge asset in high-pressure situations, possibly giving the Seahawks that extra edge they need to finally get back to the Super Bowl stage. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential move signals a shift in the NFC West landscape. The Seahawks, historically known for their strong defense and resilient teams, are positioning themselves to be serious contenders once again. Meanwhile, the Titans in their current state seem to be recalibrating for a rebuild, focusing on draft picks and cap space. Their strategy is clear. They're prioritizing the future, even if it means losing a player of Snead's caliber in the short term. It's a classic scenario of a team in transition, trying to set the stage for sustained success down the road. In terms of team-building philosophy, the Seahawks are making a smart move here. They've always valued strong secondary play, and Snead fits perfectly into that mold. His ability to cover elite receivers, combined with his ball-hawking skills, could be the missing piece that takes their defense to the next level. And let's not forget, adding a player with Snead's experience, including 2 Super Bowl appearances, brings leadership and a winning mentality to the locker room. That kind of veteran presence can be contagious, especially for the younger players trying to make their mark. Of course, fans are always eager to see how these moves pan out. If this trade goes through, it will be fascinating to watch how Snead adapts to the Seahawks system and how he impacts their performance on the field. There's a lot of excitement around Seattle right now, especially with the team showing resilience and fighting for a playoff spot. Adding a player like Snead could be just what they need to push over the edge and make a real deep playoff run. It's about making bold moves, and right now, this could be one of the boldest the Seahawks have made in recent years. And that's the beauty of the NFL. Every move, every trade, every signing can change the course of a season. For Seahawks fans, it's an exciting time. The possibility of boosting the secondary with a proven, elite player like Snead is something to get hyped about. Imagine the confidence that will bring, knowing that the defense now features a player who can match up against the best in the league and come out on top. It's not just about individual talent. It's about elevating the entire team, creating a culture of relentless competition and high standards. Now, looking ahead, if this move happens, the Seahawks would have a formidable secondary that could carry them deep into the playoffs. With Woolen, Snead, and the rest of the defensive unit, Seattle would have the ingredients to tighten the screws on their opponents, generate turnovers, and dominate games. Their chances of making a Super Bowl appearance would skyrocket, especially if they can maintain their offensive consistency and keep their key players healthy. It's a recipe for a team that's not just trying to compete but aiming to dominate. In conclusion, folks, this potential trade for L'Jarius Snead is more than just a roster move. It's a statement of intent from the Seahawks. They're positioning themselves as serious contenders, willing to make bold moves to strengthen their roster and chase that elusive Super Bowl title. The NFL season is unpredictable, but one thing is for sure. If this trade happens, it will be a storyline that fans will be talking about for years. The Seahawks are looking to reclaim their spot among the league's elite, and with players like Snead potentially joining their ranks, they're certainly on the right path. The NFC West is about to get even more interesting, and for us Seahawks fans, this is just the beginning of something exciting. Stay tuned because the best is yet to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Snead is the missing piece for Seattle's defense? How do you see him fitting into the team's scheme and culture? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seattle Seahawks news. This season promises to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with moves like this, the Seahawks are signaling that they're here to compete, and they're here to win. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Hawks.